What's up, everyone? It is me, Jared, over here at Diggs Vision 1394, back with another Will It Work. Today I've got an interesting video. This is a blind box. I don't even remember what this is. I didn't take any snips, any notes. Usually I Sharpie on the outside of the box and get all of my, like the snips from the computer, from the auction and stuff like that. But for whatever reason, I forgot, didn't do it on this one. I have no information. I look back, all I can tell is it's from Shop Goodwill on the label. I look back on my history and they only keep information for a short amount of time. I look back through my emails, I can't find anything, so I have no idea what's in this box. But that's what we've got. We've got this. And usually Shop Goodwill's pretty good. There's a little bit of space in there. I would have liked to have seen that packed a little bit more, but that's the way it is. I don't have anything else to go by, so let's just get into it. You're gonna be as surprised as I am here, so let's go. So yeah, I don't know what it is. I have no idea of what I paid for it. I don't know, but we'll find out. So I've got some bubble wrap in here around the edges, which is cool. A little bit of bubble wrap, but here it is. I've got a case. It's a Rayovac case. Not too bad. Looks decent, quality-wise. No tears. Doesn't look beat up. Nothing on this side pocket. Let's see what I got over here. If anything, what are these? Let's see if there's anything else in there. No. What are these? Batteries? In these, like, black cases? Targus? I've got a MPF 550 battery, L series, so I will charge these up and I'll let you know in the video down below if they work. Here is the 330, less likely to work here. Not saying this one will, but generally the higher capacity batteries have a better chance in my history of working. And two little nice black cases, that's kind of cool. Okay, let's see what we got in here. So it's an L series, so that's interesting. It is a, looks like a Digital8. Yeah, I don't remember this. What the hell? Here are the, well, this wouldn't be the right AVs because it's Digital8, so it will have probably a 3.5, I'm guessing, out to AV, but regardless, I'll always take some AVs. Here is a power supply, which is great. We got some accessories. Yeah, regardless, power supply, cool. A little mini tripod here, which is pretty sick. I'm not going to go over this really too much because I don't know how it works and I don't want to spend a lot of time, but looks like a I don't know, little handheld selfie type thing or whatever. Monopod or something. I don't know what you'd call it. We got a remote here. Batteries are in it, so hopefully they're not corroded, and they are, but doesn't look too bad in there. Should be able to clean that up. Let's see. I'll do that later. Another shoulder strap of some sort, or was this? No, yeah, here's one shoulder strap and another shoulder strap of some sort. Cool. Manual. This is not the correct manual. This is for a DVD camcorder. This is Digital8. Anything else? I don't think so. That's it. So what do we have here? I'm gonna look at that. That's interesting. I would have been wrong on this. I thought all Digital8s went with a 3.5 AV out, but this is traditional composite, just AV out there. Close this and let's just look here. So this is the TRV103 Digital8, or DCR-TRV103. DCR-TRV103, yeah. Okay, let's go over condition. On the this side here, I see a little bit of residue up there. But that's it. Let me just kind of look over this. A little bit of wear up here on the playback controls. Wonder if that'll be visible. I'll show it later. If not, I'll take a picture of it, put that in the video here. All in all, exterior wise, with the exception of that, and that'll come off, that's just like a sticky or a glue residue. The lens could use a cleaning. I don't see anything problematic on there though, just a little cleaning should do that. The wrist strap is good. Those generally have a tendency to deteriorate. The LCD screen here is a small one, just the 2 or 2.5 inch, but the door hinge is nice and stiff. That's good. This seems to be okay. Let's put it over here on little dent up here on the mic, on the microphone. A little bit of a dent there. That's opened. Okay. Let's put it over here and spin it. In the meantime, I will hook up this power supply. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how this one kind of fell through the cracks on getting the information for it. I don't know what happened, but here we are. Not too bad though. I'm just going to kind of look over it as it's spinning as well and see if I see anything. No tape in there. We'll look and see where Firewire is at on this as well, with it being a Digital8. Oh, I see it. It's on the front. Right behind, there's a little rubber flap I'll show. That's when I was showing the microphone and where there was a little dent on it. I think that's probably good. That probably gave a 360 on it. Let's go over, yeah, some of these if I didn't already do it. So AV, S video out there, and then right here behind this one is the Firewire there. So we can cover these back up. And yeah, that could be problematic. This little dent here, possibility, but it could also work as well. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Other than that, looks to be decent. Pretty overall good condition. And this, like I said, this will clean up here. So having said that, let's see if it powers on. This is the power supply that came with it. It's plugged in. Everything seems good there. Let me move this forward a little bit. Open up the LCD door. All right, here we go. All right, I didn't hear anything, but all right, we've got that. And it is on standby here already. I have got a picture. Let me look at this just so I can see it. The LCD looks appropriate. Looks good. Let's go over these buttons right here. LCD brightness. Let me go up. So that is working. I'll put that right back in the middle, which is good, or about in the middle-ish. This should be volume. Yeah, these buttons are, they just had a little bit of a stick to them. but the volume is going up and down. I will leave that about halfway as well, so that's cool. Let's go to night shot. So yeah, you can see night shot there, and then through the LCD it's the appropriate color. Super night shot, I think. Is that right, what it's called? Or slow shutter is what they call it. On certain ones I think it's called super night shot. I could be wrong, but or slow shutter. But regardless, both of those seem to be okay. Let's try the focus up here. Yeah, so that looks like it's going to be, where is the, I was wondering if there was a focus dial on this. I'm not quite sure how the manual focus would work on this, but at least the button is working. Indication that it is working. Let's try some more on the inside. Let me flip this around. I'll show here what type of features or buttons you have on the inside. Let me go over these. The start-stop modes that I've talked about before. Behind this door right here is the lithium battery that saves your date and time. I don't know if that is, if it's still working or if that would need replaced. And again, that only does the date and time and menu functions that are savable. So has nothing to do with the functioning of the camcorder in any other way. So yeah, the 3 shot modes are on there. Let's try, I've got display on here, picture effect and digital effect. So I can at least go over those. I can also go over the menu. First, let's do display. That's working. It's taking the display off and then putting it back on. Let's do digital effects. I'll use this scroll wheel here to go through those. Scroll wheel's a little jittery, which is typical on these. I'm gonna take the digital effect off. Picture effects, there we go. Negative. Sepia solarized, black and white, slim stretch. You can go through those. But with the scroll wheel being a little jittery, it's a little harder to get those dialed in. But I can try to put some contact cleaner in there and clear that up. We'll see. Menu, good. Move this so I can see it a little better. So yeah, let me just scroll through this. Yeah, see how it's jittery there? But at least the scroll wheel is working. You can generally get through things by just working with it. Even if the scroll wheel is jittery, it's a pain in the ass, but you can get it. I'll take the menu off. What else do I have back here? On the back of the camcorder, I have got exposure. You can see it up there. And that's controlled by the scroll wheel as well. I'm not quite sure where the exposure should be. Maybe right in the middle. I'll leave it about there. Program AE down here you can see. So that's working. So the button's backlight. Indication right there. That's good. Fader I can't use until there's a tape in it. This is, like I said, Digital8. And digital recording on a Hi8 tape. I'm not sure I will have to put up information. I'll do it here if this has Hi8 playback as well. Not all Digital8s can play back previously recorded or recorded in Hi8 tapes, if that makes sense. But aside from that, looks like all the buttons are functioning. Let's put this on playback. Got the blue screen here, which is good. My LEDs are the indicators for the playback controls is coming on, so that's good as well. I have the laser link function up here and then edit search, which has to do with a tape, I believe. Laser link, that's a different device. I have one up there. That's for wireless playback to the television, which is kind of cool. So you don't have to hook up the AVs to the TV. It will transmit a signal wirelessly to the television. Could probably look up videos on YouTube if you want to investigate that further. Let's look at the zoom here. That's working as well. Just checking to make sure it's going through on the camera. The overhead. let's look at the eyepiece. We are good. I need to adjust the focus. Where is the focus on this one? Here it is. Usually in the middle is about where the, I might have to try to clean this. The eyepiece is really dirty in there. That doesn't have anything to do with the functionality of it, but there's a lot of debris in there. I had a tough time getting this to work the last time, but oh. So it's possible I might need to clean this down here. Let me check. Okay. Hopefully that will come through there. You can see, and if not, I will put a picture up with the eyepiece. The LCD, that's working there too. The illumination on the outside of the LCD. What was going on here though? Let's see what was causing it to turn off there. And I'm guessing the power where it plugs into the camera is just a little loose here, but I'm not able to get that to, and I don't want to overly push in wrong directions on this. It could be possible that it just needs cleaned from sitting over time. Maybe it's got a little bit of residue, rust, or something on the connections. Generally, like a toothbrush, I can just do it right now. Let me turn it off. Show you what I do. It's not saying that this will 100% fix it, or if there is even a problem in that area, but one way to just troubleshoot it, a little bit of alcohol. Don't overdo it. Just some isopropyl alcohol. Get the rest off. Take this plug, scrub that with some alcohol. And then the same thing where it plugs into the camcorder there. Just take the toothbrush, just kind of pushing it in there a little bit, scrub it. And again, not saying that this is going to fix that, or even if that was where the problem was, but it doesn't hurt anything to do that. And it could have been, but we'll see. Get that up here. So back on. I don't know if I'll be able to duplicate that again or not, but okay. I think we're good to move on to the tape compartment. Let's see about that. We'll listen here. Sounded pretty good. Close the door, make sure the pinch roller is in here, which it is. And good. The lock pin is on there and it's not moving on the post, so it's seated on there properly still. The lock pin is not broke. Okay, so far so good. Let's try. I'm not going to use a cleaning tape yet until I have a reason to, so let's just try this tape. Hopefully it'll read it. Okay. Are there, what is up with that? Are there, I need to look at something here. There is. This could be from a previous fix, or I'm not sure. Could have just fallen out, but it seemed like back here, see how I can pull that? It just felt really loose, and I can see right above here in the top, well, for me here it'd be top left. I mean, it might be the right on your side, I'm not sure, but right above my finger there's a screw missing there, and that's what's, I'm gonna replace that screw. So let me look over this and see if there's any other ones. I've had instances where screws have fallen out, and it doesn't mean that somebody tried to repair it. They just, for whatever reason, were maybe loose. I don't see any others that are missing. We'll see. I don't know if somebody tried to fix this previously or not. Tape is in it. Let's go to playback. I don't have any errors either, which is good. Digital 8 to high 8, so it is playing back. Maybe not. Let's go. Let's go past this. Maybe it doesn't have high 8 playback. Or the other thing is in the... I'm at the end, so let's do it this way. Let's troubleshoot it this way. I'm just going to do a test recording here. Okay, good. So I got the beep sound. I've had that in the past couple videos, I think, that I've done where the speaker, the onboard speaker didn't work, but the mic did. So the mic was picking up the audio, but for playback or for beeps or anything like that, camcorder noises, the onboard speaker back here was not working. So let me do a few zooms on this. So yeah, zoom's good. Recording there for a while. Hopefully it's picking up the audio. Let's stop it. Okay, now let's switch it back to playback because I'm not quite sure. The previous stuff that was on here was recorded in high 8, and I don't know if it has the high 8 playback. Yeah, I think that's going to be the case. Because I see a picture here on this tape, or this segment. So previously when you were seeing the glitching on there when I was playing it back, that was a high 8 recording. Digital 8 to high 8. So high 8 to digital 8, I'll just have to see. So I got the beep sound. I've had that in the past couple videos. Pretty good. Where the speaker, the onboard speaker didn't work, but the mic did. So the mic was picking up the audio, but for playback or for beeps or anything like that, camcorder noises, the onboard speaker back here was not working. So let me do a few zooms on this. Okay. Let's stop this. Or actually, I'm going to rewind back a little bit. Stop. Or actually, you know what I'll do? While I'm here, you saw rewind, you saw stop. Play. Pause. Fast forward is good, and then record is up here. I'm not going to mess with that. All right, cool. Let's turn this off, and we'll hook it up to the TV and see how it does with that. Hopefully, which is good. So the dent here in the grill of the microphone did not impact the audio. Video 2. Man, it'd be really nice if I get lucky on this one. So far, so good. Because, like I said, that little piece will clean up nice. And other than the little dent here on the front of the grill of the mic, it's pretty good condition. I'll test the FireWire. Well, like I always do, I'll take it out, do some recordings for about an hour, test recording, make a montage of it. I'll capture the footage via FireWire, so I'll be able to tell if it works through that. So, okay, let's go to playback. stand by. Looks good. Let me turn this volume down here. Turn it up here. Zoom's good. Recording there for a while. Hopefully it's picking up. Looks nice. The audio. Let's stop it. Oh. Let's go back a little further. Let's play it for a little bit. Picking up the audio, but for playback or for beeps or anything like that, camcorder noises, the onboard probably should was not working. Clean the ports here the same way I did with a little bit of rubbing alcohol, maybe with a toothbrush or a rag on those. Toothbrush as well might be good. When you keep it in a stationary position, everything's playing fine, but I always like to just try to make sure, like, rotate them a little bit to get a good secure connection. And if you're seeing that interference, it's because I'm doing it while it's playing and shouldn't really do that, but it doesn't hurt it. It just affects the playback quality or whatever you want to say there. The distortion you're seeing is because I'm causing it, but I always want that to be as good of a signal or connection as possible. So let's stop that there. Boy, let's turn this off, lock it, TV off, AV's out. Yeah, I wish I had information. Now that I know what camcorder it is, I'm going to look back through and see if I can find anything to see what I paid for it. With these, I would say it's real safe to assume I don't think I would have ever went over 70 or 80 bucks with this. I don't think. I might... you know what I might do? I might go get a screw right now. Oh, I know what I want to do. Let's unplug this, but I think I'm going to get a screw and fix that just right here so I can show that. I want to try a battery. So this L series has charge to it. This isn't the one that came with it. This just, I can hear the acknowledgement. And I think we're good with battery power as well. Let me move this because sometimes the battery compartments, if they are the same way, like a little rusted or whatever on there, just residue, debris, you might not get a solid connection with the battery, and you'll be able to tell that if you just move it slightly left or right. And if the power cuts out, you might need to clean it. But I'm solid there. I seem to be pretty lucky on this one so far, which is good. Let me go get a screw. I'll be back, and I'm gonna fix that portion. All right, back. I got a screw from another older Sony that I had that didn't work, and I'm just gonna try to fix this. Hopefully the threads and everything in there are still good. I'm sure they are. Yeah. So it did thread in there. I don't know. And then, yeah, now that's secured on there as well. So you can't, before, I could pull this side panel out. I didn't do it very hard, but now you can pull out and it's secured in there. So that's not going anywhere. Guys, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Like usual, pretty lucky. Is there anything I am missing here from... Where is the battery at? I don't know. What do I do with the battery here? It's gonna take the tape out. Actually, I'll probably leave the tape in there. That's the tape I'll use to go out and shoot some footage around the neighborhood with it. But I think for right now, I'm gonna call it. I think I went over everything. I'll do my testing with the recording, the capture. I said do a little montage of the test footage of this. And then if we're good on there, I'll put it on eBay. I'm not going to keep this one. I already have a TRV330 that has Digital8 with the high 8 playback, so I don't need one of these. So yeah, I'll put this up on eBay. But yeah, I think that's good. There's nothing else to show or go over, and if there is, I apologize. I generally always miss something. But maybe I'll put up a little pop-up or something like that. If there's something I missed, I'll try to cover it in the video. But other than that, cross my fingers. I could use this one working right now. This would be good. So other than that, I appreciate, like I was saying, I appreciate everybody watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Like, comment, subscribe if you wish. And yeah, I'm cutting it here, and I'll be back. I still have like 4 boxes of camcorders to do. More on the way, so I'm cutting it here. And yeah, I'll be back for more videos in the future. Sorry this one was short. I'm glad it worked though, so doesn't matter. But at any rate, cool. Appreciate you guys for watching. Like I said, questions, comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the future for more Will It Works. Later.